so dangerous, we so dangerous. My whole entire unit is dangerous. Come on. One time, y'all, throw your hands real high, y'all. Yeah, get down, y'all. Let me see you all, y'all.
And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and everybody knows the guy next to me, the monstrous Shaquille O'Neal. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. And for Philadelphia, they've been going through a bit of a rough stretch. The season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play. But if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon.
Alrighty, let's
yes,
see
folks, you heard him right. It's not footwork.
if
You heard that all the time.
this is working.
Actually,
It's my first test.
let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Playing with some fucking audio. So now we're going to see
at the center position,
how well this
at
works.
7'0" number 34, Aaron Gray. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 20, Jody Neese. At small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 31, Haran Butler. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 23, Marquise Morris. From Oak Hill Academy in Virginia, this guard stands 6'1", feet Pistons 7, Brandon Jennings. Stan Van Gundy is your head coach.
So we're about to kick it off. Let's see what we got going on here.
Welcome to the Palace of Auburn Hills. We're in suburban Detroit, the home of the Pistons, where we'll be broadcasting today's game live. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off a good outing against the Celtics in Boston. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
I'll tell you what, the way they shot the ball that game, Kevin, it looked like a shooter out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that hot in an opponent's building.
Oh, look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Tony Roden. Embiid is out there with Arnett Moultrie. Then there's Ramon Sessions. And it's Mbah Moute into the small forward spot.
Well, you know, it's always a challenge for a coach in a position like Brett Brown, leading a team through a season with 63 losses. How do you hold the Sixers players accountable and demand execution? Despite that lack of success, I think it goes back to his player development experience, understanding that the process is what you have to embrace as you're working towards more consistent success.
And for Brown, he knew losses would come early. But he demanded Steve a 4-year guaranteed deal, wanting time to develop his team, and he got it.
Well, it was smart because this is going to be a difficult transition for the Sixers. And, you know, with all the turnover in the NBA on the coaching front, I think it was important for ownership to give him that long-term approach.
And he can't get the first one.
Ramon Sessions, a 6'3" combo guard. He's actually pretty good guarding shooting guards. A good strength, especially in his legs, which allows him to stay in front of offensive players.
And he sinks the second.
And Sessions, for his size at the guard position, has been a pretty good rebounder over his career. I think in a lot of ways he plays a little bigger than he is.
Now here's Roten. He's guarded by Jennings. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Gray, that's good. And Sessions may be better guarding too, Steve, but offensively he's best with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, decent shot, spotting up from the outside, but at the end of the day, he's best creating off the dribble.
They get it back. And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Embiid. Roten with it. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
Embiid with the steal. The numbers in their favor. Goes up. And it's Roten.
Yeah, that was a loss.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
Bam.
High octane for sure.
Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And let's bring up a list of point guards that over the last month have been on fire from three-point land. And you look at Jennings. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, DJ Augustine, just 2 spots down. He's another top 10 guy in three-point shooting percentage.
Oh, that was smart, guys.
And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess.
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
There's Jennings with the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Flashes home the 3.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown. A lot of his focus in preparing his team for this game centered around how they plan to deal with point guard Brandon Jennings. He said Jennings is a blur out there. He's so fast, and he plays with a relentless energy. It's a challenge for any team to really keep up with him. Kevin, we'll see if they can do it.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Good. Ray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now, here's Roten, averaging 9 points per contest, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it. He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Moultrie setting the pick for Roten. Out to Sessions. And here is Roten. Pass to Sessions, and Morris comes over to help. Over in the corner, Mbah-a-Moute. He feeds it to Sessions. Shot clock at 6, and Embiid gets it to go.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Butler against Mbah-a-Moute. And they're on the break. Here's Gray. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Got a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark, bringing it down hard, my brother.
I think looking at the Sixers, anytime that you go through a 21-game losing streak during any point of the season, you know you're going to be near the bottom of the conference standing.
Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense. What is surprising about the 76ers last year, they had the long losing streak, but somehow managed not to finish at the bottom of the East.
The 76ers trail by 9.
And the first timeout.
Decide to take their first timeout here. Well, thinking of Philly in the East again, Clark, the fact that they didn't finish dead last after That losing streak says more about the conference than the 76ers.
Well, I guess I could agree with that. I mean, if you go 14-38 against the rest of the East like the 76ers did, you expect to be at the bottom, but amazingly they avoided that last year. Actually, I will agree. It was more of a testament to the East and its lack of quality play.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there.
Nice.
And Philadelphia will go
Somebody
for a different
made a
look here.
point.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Moultrie. Thompson comes in for Mbamut. Alexei Shved, he's checked in for Tony Bennett. And it's Carter Williams in for Sessions.
And they've set up countless buckets
How's
off
that
assists.
New
That's
Valley
a huge
Command?
part of what they've been doing here today.
I just
A
said
lot of
bam.
dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Now here's Carter Williams. Had a tough time getting going against the Thunder. He was a non-factor in that game. He dishes it to Thompson. For three, Shved, no good. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Oklahoma City.
You know, that was one of the worst efforts you'll see from them, guys.
Oh,
Even though they
missed
were
it.
playing against a better team, it shouldn't have been that bad.
And Steve, even against a mediocre team, that performance wouldn't have been good enough. But you play that way against a good team, and you'll really get blasted.
Now here's Shved. Here's Noel. Again, Philadelphia.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Detroit leading by 8. It's tipped. Here's Juretko. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, Joel Embiid, born in Cameroon, the son of a professional handball player. He only started playing basketball at the age of 16. He'd been playing soccer and volleyball, but I tell you, his development in the game has been rapid.
Up again. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. That's good.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Shved, the pass to Thompson. Lots of room. Good. He hits the jump shot. Thompson's got his first points of the game. 7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Augustine from outside. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Boy, ends the quarter with a dead-eye 3 as the buzzer sounds.
They had that set up, I think, Steve, and he timed it perfectly.
On tap next Friday, December 12th, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trail Blazers take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. Don't miss out.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Yeah, everything's gone right for this club offensively. They are really putting it together.
Not too many speed bumps in the road as they built this lead.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Elliott Williams. Then it's Noel. Then it's Thompson. And it's Moultrie in at the 4 slot. Pistons leading by 9. Mitchell kicks to Morris. A terrific shot on a turnaround.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball.
Yep, got you. Hey, what was you doing? Oh, yeah, you have your boots. Oh, I got a bag of food, of gummies, and Gatorades, and yeah.
Movement, the player movement, great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
And let's now go to the
He might
sideline
be
to
on
catch up here with Doris
video
Burke.
now.
Doris?
Well, Sixers
might be on
coach
video now,
Brett
just so
Brown for 12 years an assistant with the Spurs. Coach Popovich said he, quote, lives
I mean,
and
there's
breathes
nobody
the
watching
game.
it right now,
Fellow
but
Spurs
it's
alum,
going on
Hawks
YouTube.
coach Mike Budenholzer said he fits Philly
I'm trying
because he's
to
blue
headphones
collar
going.
and he's a tough dude. He's demanding, but players love and respect him. Kevin?
The perfect guy to rebuild their foundation indeed. Doris, thank you. Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Butler, he's checked in for Urebko. Jody Meeks comes in for Caldwell Pope, and it's Jennings in for Augustine. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Sessions checked in for Carter Williams.
He was a man on a mission down there. He wouldn't stop pursuing the ball until he got it up and through the rim. Well done.
The 76ers trail by 9.
Not doing as good as he was.
Right side, Williams. Kicks it to Sessions. Clock at 6. Right through the D for the layup.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
And that one's good.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have
Really?
just come on easy, open looks.
Yeah, I already fucking saw that.
Call the 76ers.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Aaron Gray, he's checked in for Detroit. Then for the 76ers, Bahamute comes in for Arnett Moultrie, and Roten subbed in for Thompson. Now here's Noel. He's got 6. Roten dishes to Noel.
Well, Nerlens Noel's rookie season, essentially a medical redshirt, recovering from ACL surgery in early 2013. So this will be his true rookie season.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
And Meeks kicks to Jennings. And another 3 for Detroit. And Nerlens Noel projected as a #1 draft pick based on his defensive impact as a freshman Clark at Kentucky. But the knee injury dropped him to #6.
Yeah, you're drafting that high. General manager's looking for an immediate impact player in the draft. Concerns about that knee and his slight build caused him to slide. But if he gets healthy and adds some weight to that frame, I think he could be a real presence defensively.
Here's Jennings. Soft touch off the glass. Jennings has got 5 points in the quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Sessions against Jennings. There's a good screen. Sessions passes to Roten. Here's Noel, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Noel's got 10 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside. And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
Here's Sessions. The feed now to Noel. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Well, with this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. #1, Brandon Jennings.
What a performance offensively it's been of late for him. He's really
the top
clicking
5
right
scorers,
now.
3 of them are my guys.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Noel kicks to Williams. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Noel.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Gray's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter.
Well, it's been a while since Motor City has seen the playoffs on the basketball court, and it just appears as though they've been stuck in neutral the last few seasons.
Here's Jennings. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
D there, guys, is pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Sessions with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Sessions.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Roten dishes to Sessions. It's Williams with the drive. Rebound, Detroit. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
Well, they took the season series from this club a year ago, but then again, almost everybody did. He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
The 76ers trail by 15. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Guys, as you know, Michael Carter-Williams, last year's Rookie of the Year, and Coach Brett Brown said he's more than he's bargained for. More skilled, tougher, prideful, and competitive. But Coach loves his playmaking as well, saying, quote, his size enables him to play with a different vision line. He understands how to run a team and find his teammates. Kevin?
Not bad for the number 10 pick in the draft. Thanks, Doris. The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Noel. Clark, let's be honest here. I doubt either team is shooting for the playoffs.
Well, Kevin, I'm always honest. That's the only way that I roll. They might say they are, but sometimes you need a reality check. That said, we've seen amazing turnarounds in the past. It could happen with one of these guys.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Urebko's checked in for Markieff Morris. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Butler. DJ Augustine's checked in for Meeks. And it's Ennis in for Brandon Jennings.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Took him no time at all on that one. Augustine's got 6 points.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively. Here's a chance to take a look at the Pistons and how they rank in the NBA right now. First in scoring. First in assists. And they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
And Carter-Williams with the slam. That's a mammoth dunk for someone who's far from the biggest guy out there on the floor.
Yeah, perhaps that'll give them the boost they're looking for to get out of the hole here.
Yeah, it should. I mean, if that doesn't fire them up, I don't know what will.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, KCP, drafted 8th overall last season by the Pistons. Steve drafting for need there.
Yeah, Caldwell-Pope coming out of Georgia. He's got that 3-point range. Really promising defender, too, at that 2-guard spot.
And KCP struggling somewhat with his shot in his first season. Mostly stayed on the perimeter. He didn't get inside that often to try to get himself going. Sometimes you can get your perimeter game going by going inside. So we'll have to see how his offensive game progresses as his second season goes on.
Arnett Moultries checked in for Philadelphia. Right wing. Looking to end his cold spell. Roten, no good.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now. And for Caldwell-Pope, a volume scorer at Georgia. He'd certainly shown the confidence to hit tough shots in the big moments in games. Sometimes rookies look to defer, but on a team in need of shot making, there seems a window for him to play a larger role.
Free throw drops for Ennis.
Tyler Ennis, another top player out of Canada, grew up in Brampton, Ontario, 4-hour drive from his alma mater of Syracuse. You know, he really impressed last season with the Orange. He played with a consistency and a composure that you rarely see in a freshman.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Aaron Gray. And Ennis drops them both. And with Tyler Ennis keeping that unflappable demeanor on the court, even in crunch time, Clark, he's really shown he can get the job done.
And really the only knock on him out of Syracuse was that he's not an elite athlete, but he measured well at the combine. And again, being an elite athlete is nice, but you can be a great basketball player and not be an elite athlete. And I really believe that, and there are a number of guys that have shown that to be true, and he could very well be that way. His wingspan is obviously off the charts for his size, and again, his poise and his presence is something that I think is a great attribute.
Now Shved, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Caldwell Pope gets the three-pointer to fall. Caldwell Pope's got 6. Here's Carter Williams. Cannot hit. That'll do it for the first half. The Pistons on top, up by 15.
Could it be on the
It's the
mantle?
NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills.
Is this my bag? Oh, okay, it ripped. Let's see. This Glacier Freeze man. This is fruit punch, huh? Oh my god. Alex just comes in himself, right? Or do we have to go down and get him?
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Philadelphia needs to do a better job guarding against Jennings.
He has 17 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
Well, the playoffs weren't really a goal for the 76ers last year, Steve. They just wanted to get their young players some experience and build a foundation for their future.
And in that respect, they accomplished it. You have to be careful when rebuilding, however, that losing culture doesn't start to take over. So that's the challenge here the next couple of years.
Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Marquise Morris is out there with Caron Butler, and it's Gray in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. Philadelphia with the ball after the basket by Detroit. Sessions passes to Moultrie. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Moultrie's got his first bucket in this one.
And, you know, to add to what you said with the 76ers and losing, not a real danger just yet. A few more years like last year, and it can become a problem. You tend to have guys start accepting it, and you don't want to go down that road.
And here's Sessions following Brandon Jennings' 3. Moultrie setting the pick for Sessions. Roten with it. Gray's there. Mbamute with it. Butler covering. Roten kicks to Mbamute. Can't drop the runner from close range.
Oh, what a tough season it was for the Sixers. Obviously rebuilding and got out to a pretty good start early with some nice wins, but ultimately their lack of talent showed. They were getting blown out there most of the second half of the season.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Jody Meeks is 6'4" shooting specialist. A starter last season with the Lakers. You know, he had his best year of his career. Very effective in what became a larger role for him offensively with LA.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He'd like them to concentrate on their transition game, to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. He also said he wants them going hard to the boards at both ends of the floor, not just the defensive backboards. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And Meeks with his best season last year, but still probably best suited to a reserve.
Yeah, I think that's the case. He can shoot it. He competes at the defensive end. He's smart. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He's not going to give you rebounding and playmaking, but what he gives you is pretty good. A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the 76ers and how they rank in the NBA right now. Second in rebounding, fourth in steals. And they're in the top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's pretty good company. It points out the fact that they do prioritize the defensive end.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Clark. And what jumps out to me is the rebounding, because when you can rebound the basketball as a team, you can stay in every game. Even if you're not shooting the ball well, you rebound, you get extra possessions, and you allow your team the ability to make a comeback. They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
And that one's good.
You know, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But that's not the case here.
No, not at all. They're putting this run together with a lot of mid-range jump shots. So seeing a pretty good display of marksmanship right now.
And stolen by Jennings. By himself, throws down the breakaway jam.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
And that one's good. Sessions has got 7. The Pistons have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break. Very hot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Just absolute domination in this one for Morris. He has 8 points and a block.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, it's a little strange to think of Detroit as being a team that runs, but they actually were better when they did run last year. They made good on a lot of opportunities in transition.
Sessions with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. And that one's good. Roten.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Butler on the way. Fires it up. Shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got 4 assists in the game.
And we're seeing the shots just dropping from everywhere right now.
Yeah, since halftime, Steve, they've been operating very efficiently. You know, the Sixers, quite honestly, since 2003, have been a team stuck on that treadmill of mediocrity, never winning more than 43 games. You know, last season, the organization finally committed to a full overhaul and rebuild.
And the Sixers rebuild really started in earnest during the 2013 draft when they traded away their all-star point guard Drew Holiday to New Orleans for 2 separate first-round picks. A defining move, I think, to strategically weaken the team while acquiring assets.
And the 76ers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Here's Gray. He has 6. Morris, no good. Dishes it to Roten. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And you look at last season for the Sixers. Yes, they were a losing team, but a losing team with a plan.
Yeah, you know, that's right, Kevin. Coach Brown said that they had 6 NBA players and a bunch of guys fighting for a spot. But as time passes and you see this young talent develop, I think they do have a chance to be pretty special.
And the call will go against Caron Butler. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Pistons. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Right now averaging 17 points a game. Here's Jerebko. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him.
I have to go to internal.
Now here's Carter Williams.
Special review. Because it says that I make
A lot more than you do to.
Williams, a screen on Jennings.
424 weekly.
An easy layup after coming off the pit. That's now 8 points for Michael Carter Williams.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the
Well,
lane
is that
up for the hoop.
are they counting your gross or your net?
Noel.
Because they're probably counting your gross.
Here's
It's
Carter
fucking
Williams.
weak, but they do
and the
that. They
basket
count
good.
before taxes and
Carter
everything.
Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
And the shot is good.
Had so much space.
I mean, hopefully
there.
that
Defense
affects
really
something,
not
but
showing him
sometimes
the
it
respect.
doesn't. I'm
You
just
can see
like,
his eyes get wide.
It's fucking
Brandon
stupid.
Jennings continues
I
to
don't even know
improve
why
his
they had
playmaking
that.
at
Why
the
they
point
give you a
guard
gross
position.
check?
Last
Like,
season was a
hey,
career
look,
high
here's
for
all the
him in
money that you
assists.
would have made,
Carter
but this is
Williams
what we're
with
going
the
to take
bucket.
before you even get to see your money ever.
There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Shot's good. Jennings making the play. Caldwell Pope's got 9.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Carter Williams dishes to Mba Amute. Michael Carter Williams again.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
A different look here for Detroit. Ennis, he's checked in for Butler. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Philadelphia also making some changes. Arnett Moultrie's checked in for Mba Amute. And it's Alexei Shved in for Williams. Now here's Ennis. He has 6. Augustine, no luck. Thompson with it. 58 seconds left to play here in the third. Now here's Shved. He's guarded closely. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. That's good. And that's 18 points for Nerlens Noel.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
For Detroit, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting free throw.
What? Well, you think he's gonna have some kind of class with you?
Free throw good for
Oh yeah, he'll
Morris.
probably flip out on you. You don't gotta meet up with me.
And
I
Morris
want to go
drops
home and
the
go
ball.
to bed
Look at the free
because
throw
I can't
percentage.
keep staying for
Unblemished
3 days
since
straight.
halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I have to
I'd
like
go farther
just
than that,
be
Steve.
like,
How about perfect?
Carter Williams with the buckets.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task,
Well,
quite honestly.
well, I mean,
Every
I'm
one
not
of their
online,
last
I'm
10
just-
points
I'm
have
on
come in the
YouTube.
paint.
About 3
live
seconds between
streaming,
shot and game
Facebook
clock.
as well.
And Thompson throws it down.
Gotta love the
There's
use
no
of the
people.
bounce pass there.
There's no
Perfect
people.
feed.
And you can't
Pistons
see
lead
anything.
by 20.
I'm just a dragon. I'm gonna go.
Here's the 3. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Possibly. I don't know if we
Got
can hear
6
you.
points in the quarter.
I know that
Beautiful
we should be able to
assist.
hear
That's
me,
a couple
but
of
I
teammates
do not.
clearly on the same page.
Let's go on my YouTube.
And here is Carter Williams. He's got 16. Thompson in the corner. Passes it to Shved. There's the 3. Here's Moultrie.
Nothing.
He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's
Oh
Detroit.
yeah, it's been decided. Since the beginning of the day.
Tune in next Tuesday night, December 9th. Kyle Lowry and the
Don't care about the other game.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie, and the truck for showing. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
And, well, Detroit shooting has been out
Can
of
you
this
hear me
world.
on that?
74% from the field. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers. Roten and Thompson make up the perimeter. Arnett Moultrie is out there with Embiid, and it's Sessions in at the 1. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Hey, I got a friend. Hi, baby.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points
Shaka-laka-laka.
really stand out.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off
Cool, so I need to
turnovers,
watch
forcing
the
mistakes
retarded
and
shit that I say
cashing
when I
in.
play wrestling.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
B.J. Augustine playing big minutes for the Bulls last season with Derrick Rose hurt. And I'll tell you what, he put up some
And then
big
he
numbers
gets his
at times,
ass
27
whooped.
points in back-to-back
I'm gonna
games.
beat my child. I'm gonna beat my child.
Now, here's Thompson.
I'm
Defense
looking
right
forward
on
to
him.
it.
Roten kicks to Sessions.
This girl over here
6
said
on
she's
the
gonna
shot
beat me.
clock.
She ain't gonna do
A
it.
shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The shot's good. Sessions making
Yeah,
the play.
she's scared. She's scared
Sessions
of what'll
has got
happen.
4 assists in the
Oh.
game.
Can't even
And
say
for
it on the
Augustine
camera
undersized, the point
because
guard
it's
position,
inappropriate
he is struggling
sexually.
Yeah, and he has to compensate with his shooting and passing skills. When he's hitting shots and finding teammates, he's solid.
Welcome to the intro.
And it's the 76ers with the ball.
That's why you don't give old people
Sessions
microphones
passes to
on
Thompson.
video game consoles.
Sessions dishes to Embiid. Here's Thompson. Oh, that's
Yeah,
blocked.
what was
and they get it
that?
back. The second chance effort. Here's Embiid. And they finally get it to go. A full
Yeah,
night's
well, it
work
took
on the
you 7
boards and
tries.
one trip down the floor.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Augustine with the steal. Out of bounds.
dummy.
Philadelphia takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass?
He was just
an
throwing it
awful
wherever. He was like,
different
hey,
look
this is
here
cool.
for Detroit.
What's
Mitchell
up?
is checked in for Urebka.
Oh, I don't got anybody at
Luigi
that end of the
Daytona
court.
comes in
That's
for
fine.
Meeks, and Wilcox
Someone
is
might
subbed
get
in for
there in
Augustine.
time.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Sims is checked
Oh,
in.
shit.
Jarvis Vernado comes in for Arnett Moultrie. Grant is checked in for Thompson. And Elliot Williams subs in for Tony Rote.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's
baby,
Craig.
it work.
Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, it's plays like that. Hustle plays on the glass and then staying with it, being active. It really caused some problems for that
I don't know
defense.
why this game's kind of boring until the
Sessions
fourth
with
quarter.
it. Now guarded by Ennis. Outside Williams. Expanding his range. Here's Vernado. Detroit with the rebound. Here's Wilcox. Another three for Detroit.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Now here's Sessions. He's covered closely.
Analytics has become a huge part of the NBA, and one element of that that jumps out at me is basically the cameras that track every movement of every player and can provide info on when exactly a player gets tired to how much of their time on the floor they are actually running instead of standing around.
Oh,
Philadelphia's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. To the inside. It's stolen by Wilcox. Lets it fly. Kept alive. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. The 76ers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And the foul on Tyler Ennis. That's his first foul. Urebko's checked in for Aaron Gray. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Alexei Shved, he's checked in for Sessions.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
Yeah, he'll take those all day.
Pistons have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the basket by Daytona.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
The 76ers shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
That's a beautiful jam by a very unlikely source.
Yeah, you don't think of him as a highlight reel type player.
I sure don't. Could have fooled me with that one, though. Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Defensive foul, C.J. Wilcox. That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Sims. And Williams, here we go. Takes it off the glass.
Assistant, Henry Sims.
You know, the league seems pretty serious about creating more parity between the teams. A big sign of that was the last CBA, where the NBA more than tripled the amount of revenue sharing between the big market and the small market teams. The little guys, I think, are in a much better position now than they were a few years ago.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. He kicks it to Vernado. And the pass to Grant. 5 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. The feed now to Vernado. Poked loose. Oh, and here comes Ennis all alone.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Pistons.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, Clark, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Yeah, it was a team that was really in sync. They trusted each other and took the right shots.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the 76ers.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Brandon Jennings. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on defense that put them in the driver's seat.
since we're talking about sex on the internet.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Love you too.
Now here's Shved, guarded closely. Grant outside. Pass to Sims. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Williams. To halt the run, and he drops that one in.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
It's a Detroit Pistons timeout.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. What's your take, guys?
Well, they're obviously going to win, but this timeout may be about some substitutions.
Well, they may just want to make sure they don't do anything really foolish at the very end here.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Butler, he's checked in for Mitchell. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Luigi De Toma. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Wilcox. And it's Jody Meeks in for Ennis. And Philadelphia also making a switch. And Mbaamute's checked in. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Meeks. There's the dish to Jennings. From beyond the arc and then some. Here's Shved, and the miss. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
402 or 404, but he usually seems to get home a little earlier than that. Alright, and that was my fucking severe whooping some ass of some motherfuckers. Hope you liked it. Peace, no!